Hey guys, this is Jynnette with Inner Sun Alchemy, here to give you your tarot forecast for the month of February 2018. This is for the sign of Scorpio. So if you have a Scorpio rising, sun, or moon sign, then this is going to be for you. I apologize in advance for my voice. I have been a little under the weather, so I'm on the mend, but there's still some congestion that's that's lingering. So apologize. If you if you would look at, oh my goodness, if you would like to book a session with me, you can go to my website, innersunalchemy.com. Thank you to all of those who booked 2018 forecasts. I am still doing those, so if you didn't have a chance to do so and you want a tarot forecast, astrology forecast, or a combination of both, you can do that on my website, okay? But this month I decided to do something different because we do have a really powerful new moon solar eclipse happening in the middle of the month in Aquarius. And so I wanted to tap in to see what the overall energies are going to be for that eclipse, not only for this month, but also for the 6 months coming, because we will be under the effects of that cycle for that amount of time, okay? So I'm pulling for each of the primary areas of life, and then I also receive guidance for each of the 4 weeks of the month of February for you so that you can know what to expect, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So your oracle card for the month of February and also moving forward with the eclipse is the listening card, okay? So, Scorpio. Scorpio. I have to laugh because I love you guys so much. Like, some of my favorite people are Scorpios. But you are really going to have to touch base with the messages coming through from Spirit. You can have a tendency to get a little too involved with other people's lives or their dramas, their stories, and normally it's fun for you. You get to see people's light and dark, and it really doesn't affect you too much. But you're in a really pivotal place in your life right now where that energy can be very distracting. And there's a lot of messages that are coming through, and you want to really make sure that you are being as receptive as possible to that information. So pay attention to that card of listening, not only this month, but over the next 6 months, so that you're not only listening to what Spirit has for you, but you're also listening to your heart, okay? Now, in terms of your health and wellness for this eclipse energy and for the next 6 months, you have the Princess of Wands, which is also the Page of Wands energy. And this talks about a new beginning in your health. So, if you've had health challenges in the past, you may start to actually see some improvements this month, especially as you allow yourself to embrace more of your creativity. And it does actually really, really speak to a new beginning that may start in the springtime for you. So pay attention to that. Now, you have in your wealth sector the Queen of Wands, so again, another fire energy. And so that's saying that you actually are in a powerful place to create wealth for yourself, because Wands is the spirit, and it is also creativity. And so you are really in the role of the one who says and can control how and where and in what way money comes to you. So stand in your power in that regard. Make sure that you are the one that is in charge of that happening versus, taking whatever anyone wants to give to you. Now, in terms of your relationships, a similar energy, actually the Magician card is a major arcana, but it does, again, speak to you being a creator of your reality. So, basically, if you want a relationship, it's up to you to create the conditions for that and to show up in a way that will be conducive for you having that relationship. This isn't an energy of you waiting for the divine to take that role. This is actually, this is probably one of the few cards in the major arcana that talks about personal sovereignty. And you have that energy showing up for both your money as well as your relationships, which is what you rule. Scorpio rules shared resources, whether that's materially with money or, time and emotions and sexuality. So, but again, you're in the driver's seat. So you are the one who's going to determine what you get to experience. So stand in your power with that. You do actually have Jupiter in your sign right now for most of the year. So, be empowered to give yourself your best life. Now, finally, in the position of your spiritual development, you have the Four of Swords. And this talks about balance and peace, okay? So a lot of the ups and downs that you may have gone through, especially with Saturn transits recently over the past couple of years, you should be able to come to a place of peace, if not this month, definitely over the next 6 months, and being able to find a balance in your life, okay? Now, for each week of the month of February looks like it's actually going to be a little topsy-turvy because we start off with the major arcana, the Chariot. So this is about fast movements forward, making a lot of progress, possibly producing a lot of wealth because this is a water energy, it's Cancer. So, and it also talks about, again, personal power because it's power and alchemy within the spirit, the soul itself. But then we have 2 tens, and actually I think Virgo got 2 tens in their reading as well. So you have the 10 of Swords in the second week and then the 10 of Wands in the third week. So this is some tough energy because they both talk about burdens and feelings of strain and stress, not only in the mental realm with the Swords, but also spiritually and in your workload with the Wands. So, but they are both 10, so they are talking about a completion of a cycle. So maybe you have been working on some kind of goal, and this is like, say you're putting up a show. This might be those last 2 weeks of rehearsal and tech where all the stress comes out, everything goes wrong, that kind of thing. But then you get to opening night and everything is fine and dandy. It could be that kind of thing, or this could be stressors that kind of pop up around things that you may not have been aware of, well, actually, no, that's not true because they are 10. So it's some kind of underlying issue that's been there for a while. But whatever it is, it just comes to a head. But it does eventually complete because, it's a 10. So just take it easy this month, Scorpio. Be sure not to feel like, you are, it's you against the world kind of thing. I don't think that's really going to be the case. But try to understand that this is definitely part of the process, but it doesn't mean that everything's just like going out, with the trash. You don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak, with this. You do end the month on a nice note, though, because you have the Prince of Cups, which is about, princes are about taking actions for a particular thing, and this is water element. So this could be offerings of love, offerings of forgiveness, compassion, or taking a step forward on something creative or deeply spiritual for you. Whether this is you taking that action or someone taking that for you, I do see a resolution of whatever this tough energy is that happens in the middle of the month. This energy of the Prince of Cups tells me that you do actually move forward and things kind of resolve and are going to be good for everyone, okay? So, Scorpio, that is your reading for the month of February. As per usual, there is positive and negative for you, and it is a bit of the extreme because that's your nature. But overall, the energy is good. You begin the month well, you end the month well, and you're in a really powerful place to create the life of your dreams over this next 6 months. So be sure to make sure you stay in a place of empowerment and a place of choosing and choice for that, okay? And let the chips fall where they may. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, go to my website, andersonalchemy.com, to do so. Have a wonderful month. I look forward to seeing you next month, and I love you very much, okay? Bye.